this is Ken Finnan at Capital Advantage Tutoring, and it's my job to get you past the Series 7. So one thing that pops up all the time, it's not heavily tested, but a lot of the vendors do it, is a collar. A collar, okay? What a collar is, it's actually kind of easy to understand, but it seems scary. Okay, let's get into it. So if you understand the whole thing about, what, if you're long stock, you buy a put to protect or sell a call for income, you'll get this. So if I'm long 100 shares of IBM at 50, right? I own 100 shares of IBM at 50. I'm happy to have it. But what am I worried about? I'm actually worried that the stock will go down. Okay. So what do? I could do other things. I could do a sell stop, but I'm gonna buy a put. I'm gonna buy a put. Okay. So I'm gonna buy one IBM. It's January, so I'll do like a March 45 put at $3. So right now my break even's 53. I got to make back that $3. So I spent $3. But the good thing is, if the stock goes below 45, I don't really care. I'm gonna sell it at 45 and I'm gonna lose $8. And how did I lose $8? Well, that's easy. If you don't know how to do that, we're in trouble. But look, we bought stock at 50. It goes to zero. You still get to sell it at 45. So that's a $5 loss. Plus you spent $3 on the stock. So on the option, so that's going to be an $8 loss. We can get that. That's easy stuff. Now, what if I don't want to pay for it? So what I can do is, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to sell one IBM March 55 call. What are you doing, Ken? At 3. Wow. Okay. So what's going to happen? I'm limiting my upside. So if the stock goes over 55, I have to sell it at 55. So I want to make 5 here. Okay. So here's what happens. I sell the call and take the premium. I sell the call, take that premium and use it to buy the put. So now I spent nothing on my protection. So now I gave up some of my upside. Remember, that's the problem with this, is that if it goes above 55, I'm not making any more money. Beyond that, I'm not losing, but I'm not making more. So I'm limiting myself on the upside at 55. And if it goes below 45, then I sell the stock at 45. So I'm really getting protection, but selling a call to pay for it. So a collar, this is a collar because you're collaring the stock, right? You're going both sides. You're putting a limit on the outside, but taking the premium, and then you're using that money to buy a put to prevent a bigger loss. And this is what they call a cashless collar, because you bought in 3, you spent 3, that's like nothing. So the most you could lose here is 5, and the most you could gain is 5, but it didn't cost you anything to do it. That's a collar. Now, when I was at LeBranch, we were a sales trader. We had a guy working there. Literally, his entire job was to find profitable collars. Not this. This is a cashless collar. He would have access to all our customers' positions, which is fine. They all knew what happened. And he would try to find something like this. Try to find where he could sell a call. He was using Delta and all that to make sure he wasn't screwing anything up. And I have a video on Delta if you guys want to watch it. But here's what happened. So we're selling the call for 3.25 and buying the put for 3. So we actually have a net profit of 25 cents. So we're sort of giving ourselves protection and getting paid for it. So that was the goal. And 25 cents isn't a big deal. But remember something. You're talking, if you have 1,000 shares or 10,000 shares, you're not making 25 cents. You're making 250 or 2,500 bucks on a position. So, and if it doesn't move, you keep the 25 and you can still make money and you can't lose more than 5. Okay. So in this case, actually, you can't lose more than 475. So that's the point of a collar. I don't think they'll go deeper into like break even and stuff like that. But here, the thing, it doesn't matter. In this one, the break even is 49.75. Well, how we get that? Well, if you think about it, we have 25 cents in our pocket, right? So we have 25 cents in our pocket and we spent 50, right? So we spent 50. That's a minus. So because we spent it, you subtract the two, since they're different symbols, you're going to subtract it and it's going to be 49.75. So in this case, our break even would be 49.75 because you have money in your pocket from selling the options and you spend 50. Since it's two different things, that like a spend and a get, you're going to subtract them and that would be the break even. I don't think the test will do that, but it's good to know. Now let's show you the other side of a collar. Okay, so that's a long collar. That's a collar in a long position. Let's try short. So we're going to sell short. Shorting is your bearish. Short 100 IBM, UI, IBM at 40. And I want protection. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to buy a call, right? I'm going to buy one IBM March 45 call at 2, but I don't want to pay for it. So I'm going to also at the same time I'm going to sell to bring in money. I'm going to sell, which is right short, 1 IBM March 35 put for $2. So what's going to happen is that $2 I get from the premium from selling the put will be used to pay for to buy the put. So I have nothing there that's a cashless collar and it's a short position. So the most I can lose is 5, but the most I can make is 5. You're giving up your upside because remember when we short stock, we want it to go to 0. But if it goes to 0, I make money. But if I sell this put, once it gets below 35, I'm going to have to buy it at 35. So the most I can make is the 5. Now, again, I could do the same thing I did before. Maybe I sell the put at 3. So now, even if it doesn't move, I make $1. Okay. So now I have $1 in my pocket. That's a collar. That's all a collar is literally just if you're long stock, you sell a call and use that premium to buy the put. And if short stock, you would sell the put and use the premium to buy the call. That's all it is. That's literally all we're doing. It's not a big deal. So a collar is very easy. Just understand the concept. Don't go crazy over it. And wash your hands and check me out every Tuesday and Thursday night, 8:30 p.m. live on the tube of you. See you later. Bye.